This is WPTV, William Patterson Television.
Welcome back to the desk. With the Stanley Cup playoffs entering the second round, here to cover all you need to know is Baylee Matthews, Andy Gavin, Cole Jarvis, and Chase Haffner. As the playoffs gain momentum, people are starting to speculate who will be deemed postseason MVP. Chase, I'll go to you first here. Who is the best consideration for the Connor Smith Sim Trophy?
My best pick is going to be Austin Matthews, captain of the Leafs. I mean, so far he's already got 2 goals, 6 assists. I think that he's just going to go and start scoring like crazy. The Leafs are on a roll, and he's a good driving force for that. I think he's going to get that name on that cup this year.
Andy, I know I pronounced the trophy name wrong, but who do you got winning this one?
It's easily Mikko Rantanen. He has had 2 hat tricks and back-to-back games, and within those hat tricks, all in the same period, he has been a dominant force, and he's taking from when he was on that Colorado Avalanche Stanley Cup final team, applying it to the Stars. He is going to be unbelievable, and the Stars are dominant right now.
Baylee, who do you got winning this one?
Yeah, I agree with Andy. I mean, he just set 2 NHL records as the first player to score 3 goals in multiple periods in one postseason, and for having a goal or assist on 12 consecutive scoring plays. I mean, who else is putting up numbers like that? He's leading in points during all of the playoffs. He's the 4th player in all of NHL history to have consecutive games with hat tricks and in a single period, and the 3rd player to have hat tricks in consecutive playoff games. It's hard to compete with that.
Cole, finish off here. Who do you got winning the trophy?
I'm going to go with Connor McDavid. He's the captain of the Edmonton Oilers. Oh, you don't like that, Chase?
None of us do.
No, I get it. Listen, he's got 12 assists, 2 goals. He's pretty much leading the charge, as well as some of his other co-leaders, Leon Draisaitl, Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. But the Oilers are looking to get back to the Stanley Cup final, and I think it's going to be led by the McDavid charge. I think it's going to end up being him.
Earlier this week, we saw the Oilers set a new NHL record for 5 consecutive comeback victories in one postseason. Cole, I'll go to you first here. What is the key to the Oilers' success?
Yeah, it's their leadership. They got a lot of really good seasoned veterans, Darnell Nurse, Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. They have Evan Bouchard, Leon Draisaitl, and Connor McDavid, as I just mentioned. But just having that group, that locker room group, really boosts the other guys like Connor Brown and picks up the pace for the Oilers.
Chase?
I think it could honestly just be something really simple. Obviously, there's a lot of factors, but I know from watching the Devils, sometimes what it takes is just one little simple change, and they switch their goalies. Skinner was struggling a little bit, so they went to Picard, and now they're on, a 6-game win streak? It's going crazy. So honestly, I think it could be something as small as that.
Andy, who do you got?
I'm kind of going to piggyback off Cole. He said leadership. I'm going to say the veterans. Connor McDavid's a veteran now. Draisaitl's a veteran. They are the reason these teams are executing these comebacks. The lines have been amazing, having a great forecheck, and we know the Stanley Cup playoffs are one of the best playoffs, and it is always on veteranship.
And if I may, they put Corey Perry in that first line with Leon Draisaitl and Connor McDavid.
Yeah,
it's done wonders.
That's what you need. You need to have veteranship in the NHL playoffs. You got to know how aggressive and tough. It's a completely different game.
Baylee, what has been the key to the Oilers' success?
Yeah, I totally agree with Cole and Andy. I think that they're able to have faith in their team when other teams can't. When we think about it, this is a team that went all the way to the finals last year and lost together. This is the same team that got through their struggles at the beginning of this season. And like their coach said after their last win, they've seen a lot together. They're experienced, they know how to stay level-headed, and they know how to get back into the game when it really matters. And we see that now.
Even though the second round just begun, teams have gotten a feel for how they are handling the playoffs. Andy, I'll go to you. What matchup do you think we'll see in the Western Conference Final?
I'm talking about Edmonton, how good they are, and I'm talking about how good the Stars are, but they are not going. It will be the Jets and the Golden Knights. The Golden Knights are the best team all around. Best goalie as of right now, best defense, best offense. The Jets, we saw what happened in Winnipeg last week. That is a momentum they're going to ride sky high, book it. They're going all the way.
Cole, who do you see in the Western Conference Final?
I'm going Oilers Jets. I really like how Kyle Connor and the Winnipeg Jets are playing right now. They're playing very efficient hockey. They kind of escaped a pretty crazy one, Game 7 of the first round against St. Louis, but they got through it. They had their game 1. I think Game 2 is going to be tonight. It's going to be a tough battle, but I do think it's going to be the Oilers and Winnipeg.
Chase?
I think that we're going to be seeing the Oilers in Winnipeg, just like Cole said. Honestly, while the Golden Knights, amazing team, the Oilers are just a steamroller right now, and I think they're just going to crush right through the Golden Knights while they're on that roll. And as for the Jets, I mean, they did almost get knocked out. It was a lot closer than I think any of us would have thought last time that we were on the desk. But they've been pushed all the way to the limit. I think that they're going to swing right back and then become the great team that we've seen literally all season long.
Baylee, finishes off here. Who do you got winning the Western Conference Final?
I think it's going to be the Stars and the Oilers. I mean, the Stars are playing really tough right now, and they've already taken the lead, as have the Oilers. And I'm sure that the Golden Knights will put up a good fight, but if any Canadian team can finally take it back, it's Edmonton.
For our last prediction of the year, Baylee, now who is making the Eastern Conference Final?
I got to be honest, it's kind of a tough call between these two, between the Panthers and the Leafs. The Panthers dominated against the Lightning, but the core four in Toronto are really pushing the Maple Leafs forward. I mean, each of the games they've played so far, they've been won by just 1 point. So I think if the Panthers can tire out Toronto, then they can take the lead. As for the Capitals and Hurricanes, the Capitals are on top of the world right now, and I don't think the Hurricanes are going to be the one to put a stop to that.
Cole, who do you see in this final?
Yeah, I'm going Panthers and Capitals as well. The Panthers are the defending Stanley Cup champions, and yes, they are down 2-0 to Toronto, but Toronto is very famous for choking. Okay, this is a choke artist of a franchise past couple of years. I know Austin Matthews is a great player, but I just don't see it happening. I think Florida's too tough. And as for the Capitals, I mean, they got Alex Ovechkin's story written all over their team, so I have them going.
Chase.
I think that we're going to see the Capitals and the Leafs in this conference. I mean, the Capitals, again, we've talked about probably about a million times. They've had this underdog story all year. They're on a roll. That I think that we pretty much all agree on. But the Leafs, all right, I'm going to shout out my friend Tony Ann. She's a Leafs fan, and she's like, oh, yeah, it sucks that they didn't make the playoffs this year. I'm like, they're making it to the next round.
I know, we're all in the middle of watching the game.
That's how consistently they haven't made it. And this year, they're just on a roll, and I honestly think they're going to win the Cup this year. I think they're going to break that Canada losing streak, and I think that we're going to see the Leafs have the Cup.
You heard it here first.
Andy, finishes off here. Who do you got winning the Eastern Conference Final?
This really might be a surprise pick, but Panthers and Capitals. Florida has one of the most...
No way.
Yeah. Florida has one of the most aggressive forechecks in the league. And with the Capitals, I mean, when you have Ovechkin breaking the career goal record, that's fairy tale, that's storyline written. I mean, you can't get better than that.
Yeah, I mean,
I can't believe you said the Leafs are going to go all the way. You make great points, but that's ridiculous.
You know what? If the Devils can't win, I will support Tony Ann. I have hope in them.
You just like teams that lose.
No,
I'm
just hate the Panthers.
now.
I just hate the Panthers that much.
I think that's ridiculous.
I do too, but they're good.
Yeah.
I mean, ironically, these playoffs are heating up.
At least we all can agree to hate the Hurricanes.
Huh?
At least we all can agree to hate
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Hurricanes.
No.
We hate the Hurricanes.
Bad,
that's
bad.
all. We're all in the same boat here.
Yeah, I have no
Which I'm sure will be Tyler's favorite team next year.
Right now, it's the Flyers. It's still the Flyers.
Thought it was Winnipeg.
That was last year. All right.
What do you mean?
Now that they're doing good, he can't like them.
That'll do it for us here on the ice. Thank you to our seniors for managing to be an analytical entertainment this year. After all, we would like to say thank you to all them. Stick around for our senior send-off right here on WPTV.